Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about the Supreme Court and the Feinstein situation and the possibility of resignation and why the Senate Judiciary Committee can't just look at the Supreme Court and be like, you better come talk to me. So, if you have missed the news, Chief Justice Roberts has politely declined the Senate Judiciary Committee's request to come talk to them. As soon as that happened, a whole bunch of people wanted to know why the Judiciary Committee doesn't just say, yeah, here's your subpoena, come talk to me. And somebody pointed out that in the video where I was talking about this, I said they couldn't do that because of the Feinstein situation, but I never explained what the Feinstein situation was. Fair enough. So, there are growing concerns about ethics at the Supreme Court. The Senate Judiciary Committee would like to ask some questions. Under normal circumstances, because the Democratic Party controls that committee, they could just issue a subpoena. The problem is that Dianne Feinstein, Senator Feinstein, has been ill and absent, can't vote. The Republican Party has blocked any temporary replacement, which means the only way to get somebody else onto that committee is for her to resign. Now, she's not going to run again, and that announcement kind of dulled the pressure for her to resign at the time because it wasn't pressing. Now it is becoming more and more pressing. So there may be renewed pressure on Feinstein to actually resign. If that occurs, Governor Newsom would appoint her replacement, an interim replacement. So until something like that occurs, either she returns or there is a new appointment made. They don't have the votes to issue a subpoena because the Republican Party has no interest in pursuing ethics, I guess. I guess they don't have any interest in this topic. And they have gone out of their way to make sure that a replacement can't be put forth. So they don't have the votes to get a subpoena. Now, it is worth noting that congressional subpoenas are notoriously hard to enforce. They can be drug out for a very, very long time. And that might definitely be the case if you're talking about a Supreme Court judge. A justice on the Supreme Court not wanting to go. I'm not sure how federal judges would rule on that. So that's another thing to keep in mind as everybody pushes for a subpoena. It may not be a quick process no matter what happens. Another thing to keep in mind about the Feinstein situation is that in her absence, it kind of stops the Democratic Party from doing like one of the few things they can actually do without the House, which is push judges through. The combination of the inability to move the judges through quickly and the lack of subpoena power now, I kind of do expect there to be a little bit more pressure for her to just resign, to leave office early. I'm not sure, but it seems like calls might get made about that. But until something changes there's really nothing that the Senate Judiciary Committee can do. They don't have the votes. The Republican Party's made it clear that they don't want to know, I guess. That to me just kind of boggles the mind, that those Republicans on the Senate Judiciary Committee are comfortable which is being like, yeah, we don't care, and not moving forward on that. That seems odd, but that is where we're at. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.